Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Field 2. We are set for action in the second round of women's group stage play, in this match featuring Kansas City Current 2 and the U.S. women. Introducing this afternoon's starting lineups, first for the U.S. women. In goal, number 23, Lindsay Harris. Defender, number 12, Bella Askew. Defender, number 4, Kat Whitehill. And defender, number 9, Heather O'Reilly. In the midfield, number 3.
Welcome to the soccer tournament from First Horizon Stadium. It is time for a Group A matchup that is highly anticipated. Two sides that won their openers yesterday meet today in the U.S. women and Kansas City 2. The U.S. women back-to-back TST women's champions. They are the only side to ever have won the women's tournament here in Cary, North Carolina. And Kansas City 2 in their second year, looking to take everything they learned from their year one experience in the group stages. And so far, they have impressed. It's a battle between a lot of veterans of the U.S. women, also littered with some young stars as well, and KC2, who have a lot of youngsters ready to prove themselves and show that they are ready for the next level of the beautiful game. I'm Jess Charman, so glad you're joining us on YouTube, as the U.S. women will play in the white, KC2 will play in the red. Stood over the ball for the U.S. women is Casey Lloyd, getting ready to kick us off here in Cary, North Carolina. Both sides still have one game remaining after today. It's a full slate of action here in beautiful Cary, North Carolina. So our referee awaiting the official countdown. We're ready to go, sir. U.S. women won 4-2 in their first game against Club America. Kansas City 2 won 2-0 against Sportive in their first game. So two unbeaten sides so far meeting together on Field 2 in Cary, North Carolina. As the U.S. women, as always, drawing a fantastic crowd. KC2 also very well supported. Lindsay Harris in goal. Has played in every TST competition. Of course, the U.S. women did play with the men year one. Harris was a star of the show in that, making amazing saves. And here's some great combination with Blaze. And KC2 with a strike that's deflected. And I'll tell you something, there is absolutely no respect in the best way possible from this Kansas City 2 side. They may be playing against some of their heroes of the U.S. women's national team, but here they come with lots of attack and demonstrating exactly what Kansas City 2 is bringing to TST this year. Kat Whitehill laid it forward to Bella Devi. Devi, of course, scored yesterday, the reigning MVP in the women's side of TST. Had a fantastic 2025 as Devi blasts that one in. It's cleaned up, though, by Clark. This ball sent forward. And unable to keep it in play, there was Honts. A lot of fans pulling up now at Field 2, realizing that this is going to be one of the best games of the day, as it's blasted into the back, and the referee says handball. It was Casey Lloyd penalized for that handball, a two-time TST champion and U.S. women's national team capped player during her career, also spent time with Kansas City. Floated cross, tempting cross, punched away by Harris. Great decision by the keeper. There's Devi on her bike now. Devi stands on the ball, and you see that little bit of frustration out of Bella Devi there. Spent her freshman year at UNC. Started 21 games, 5 goals and 4 assists in her freshman year at Chapel Hill. Glad you're joining us wherever you're watching on YouTube today. As Heather O'Reilly with those bright neon yellow boots. Big part of the reason why there's even a women's tournament here at TST. Shim across to Whitehill. Whitehill threads. Devi couldn't settle. Here comes Kansas City 2 with plenty of energy in those legs. as it's clipped, and Harris, lovely technique from the goalkeeper. Lindsay Harris, who was really dominant in the Saudi Pro Leagues as a goalkeeper, twice voted as the best goalkeeper in the Saudi Pro League, as Whitehill sends a searching ball forward. What a delightful ball that is, as Lloyd takes it down, drops it back into Aisku. Devi shaping, Devi. That's a player that's full of confidence, doesn't get the connection quite right there, leaning back, always going over. But just getting a look at Bella Devi and all the confidence she possesses. Reminder, if you're new to tuning into TST, subs roll on, roll off on the fly, unlimited. You'll see plenty of players from all these rosters entering in and out. And on a hot day in Kerry like today, that is very important. It's headed away, but won again by KC2. It's been a really bright start by what on paper would be considered the underdog. No disrespect to Kansas City 2, but just because the fact that the US women have won the last 2 TSTs and they put 4 past Club America. But KC2 have really turned up to make a statement here, and they're pressing high. And that pressure was Kafusi. As Kendall White plays it across the back line. That high pressure, take a look at that. KC2 organised, but the US have been able to play through that press with Aisku. Aisku played across. As it was Denigan resetting again. And it's patiently done. A reminder that during regulation, the 2 18-minute halves, it's perfectly fine to reset, to play back into your defensive half. It is during target score time where that is not allowed. Once you enter the attacking half, you've got to play forwards. Denigan couldn't tightrope the touchline there, and instead it'll be a kick-in for Kansas City 2. No throw-ins either. And Kansas City 2 making an almost full field of substitutions as they get those fresh legs onto the pitch. They don't have long to take this kick-in, though. Referee counting down was a little generous there with how long he gave Kansas City 2 with the substitutions, and they turn it back into their favor. Mallory Reber wearing number 20, one of the veterans on a very young average age of a Kansas City 2 side. It's Weber defending in this moment, using her body, getting pulled from pillar to post by Alexandra Kimball, and the free kick is awarded. Mallory Weber, who played for the Portland Thorns, played for KC Current, and a 2016 national champion as well. As the goalkeeper boots this long. Keeper is 2-time WPSL Goalkeeper of the Year, Kaylin Williams-Mosseur. Here's the opposite goalkeeper for the US women's national team in Lindsay Harris. Munson. The slide tackle came in. Here come KC Current. Trying to organize that defense were the US women, but KC Current have almost found a little bit of space, but unable to keep that one in play there. It was Kayla Colbert. Harris taking a little bit of time here. And here come KC2. Lots of room to run into. A comfortable save in the end by Harris. But a good look at what JC Hackler brings to the table. Hackler, a 2024 ECNL All-American and Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year, which goes to the best high school athlete. It's a great honor across the United States. As Munson couldn't get it back, and now a counter-attack on. It's 2 versus 1 for KC2. Couldn't find the pass, but back onto the end of it, and now Harris comes good with the grab. Just wonder if KC2 will rue these missed opportunities now, that most recent one from Chelsea Wagner. But here they come again, the US a little rattled as Her clears it. Really impressed with KC2. As this strike, Harris saves, spills a little bit, Dorsey clears the lines. And unable to keep that one in play was the sprint of Stephanie McCaffrey. Got a chance to watch the highlights of KC2, and they did look good in their opener. But they've looked even better today as they grow with confidence and really get used to the system here of TST, just a different way of playing. As Munson heading forward, Munson squares, just McDonald didn't take the gamble back post. Long ball sent forwards, Dorsey didn't win that header. Harris will let it trickle out of play for the goal kick. US women got to the races really quickly in their opener against Club America. They've certainly been neutralized far more considerably today by KC2. Harris being given lots of time to head forward. Plays it up further to Whitehill. Whitehill into the midfield for Long. Ali Long, great strength from Long as she draws the free kick. Ali Long continues to wind back the clock as she plays. Signed recently with Fort Lauderdale United. 51 caps with the US women's national team as Long played it. And inside the US women go. Whitehill up towards McDonald. McDonald fighting to regain possession. KC2 come away with it. Dispossessed in transition. As Blum drops it back to Dorsey. This is a better phase for Casey White's US women. Whitehill to Devi, who's back in the game. Devi resets with Whitehill. The US women led by Casey White as the official head coach, joined with a well-qualified coaching staff of US veterans, including GM Laurie Lindsay. Saskia Weber also part of the coaching staff. Michelle Akers as well. Jess McDonald drilled that one into her in a corner. Jess McDonald also playing with the Wrexham mixed team. McDonald getting plenty of legwork in today. Be 4 games for her in today's TST. This ball served in with a lot of power over the heads of everybody. Ali Long will have the kick in. Dorsey. Only retired recently, Amani Dorsey. Went to Duke, a 2018 NWSL Rookie of the Year. Had a cap for the US back in 2021 when she was in a brilliant patch of form. Just jumping through tackles was Blum. KC2 again, resilient in the defense. It was Avery Clark that time, back defending really well. It's a mature play and lovely footwork by KC2. Outside boot pass, timed well. It was Hons with that outside boot pass. Hons back on the end of it. Cushion down, square across, and Whitehill did really well to get back defending. And now the attack immediately executed with Devi. Devi almost fouled, stayed up, and now referee does a good job. No advantage there. Instead allows the play, and once the advantage wasn't there, pulls it back for the free kick. Glad you're joining us on YouTube today for this US Women KC2 matchup. It's a Group A game. Both these sides already have banked 1 win, but positioning in the table, need to finish top 2 to qualify for the knockout rounds. And then if you finish top, of course, you're matched with a second place team, which on paper should be an easier pathway forwards. Casey Lloyd stands over this free kick. Strong stance from Lloyd. Casey Lloyd drags it straight into the wall. Blum turns, spins, deflects. Corner kick, US women. Corner, low, driven, cleared. Will fall back to Askew. Askew gives it away. And instead it's Casey Current weaving. It was Lilia Blum defending well, and Blum leaving defenders locked to the spot. Gave that one with some sizzle on it, but Ali Long equal to it. Here's Harris. Harris, who made a couple of very good saves whilst being beaten 2 times by Club America. Today has had a couple of interventions as well. Devi won't get there. Cleared, no nonsense out the back by KC2. Kansas City 2 again. A couple of veterans, but mostly young players still playing in the ECNL even. A lot of them plenty of college eligibility left in their legs as Devi fighting through it and isn't able to earn the kick-in for the US women. It'll be a kick-in for KC2. Still 0-0 here. Almost through the first 18 minutes. We're 14 and a bit into this first half. Best chances have arguably come from KC2. And here they are again. Great strength. Cross serve cleared. And Harris will try and just call everyone off this and settle down. US women, again, facing some tougher challenges perhaps than in their first 2 years. We've seen the improvement here tenfold as sides start to really understand what it takes to put together a full-strength roster at the soccer tournament. Also, Heather O'Reilly has been very open about the fact they come into this tournament with a target on their backs. Everybody wants to beat the US women and not allow them the three-peat. As here is the ball towards Heather O'Reilly. What's Heyo got in her locker? Still got it, Heyo. She earns a corner. O'Reilly, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame, as that strike had the power, not the placement. O'Reilly finally eligible for the Hall of Fame after eventually officially retiring, but not looking like a retiree out here in Cary, North Carolina. Goalkeeper aggressive off of her line. Good play by Kaylin Williams. Here come KC. Kansas City weaving through traffic. Lovely strike. Only the woodwork to save the US women. How close can Kansas City 2 come? It was Gamelli with a lovely winding run, and it ended up hitting the post. Anna Shim. Shim. Square into the back line for her. O'Reilly, one-time ball blocked. Kansas City are doing a very good job of being quick to close, not giving the US women any time. And again, I use that word, no respect. Saw Club America stand off a little bit and give the US women a little bit more time than maybe they should have. And Kansas City too, giving no time of day. Because the US women dragging that shot a little too close to the KC back line. Denegan played it up high. There's a runner coming on. Manashim needing to get back to defend. And it's reset. Calmly done by Ogden. Williams clips forward. Heather O'Reilly heads clear. Manashim further forward. And the US women wanted a free kick. Nothing there. Just over 30 seconds remaining in the first half of regulation here. 0-0 still the score. This is well won. As Kaylee Herr driving forwards. Herr found Kimball. Kimball cut off. Kimball, who did score in that win against Club America. This is given away. Off of the kick-in. Unforced error from the US women. Bailed out. As Heather O'Reilly knocks it back to her goalkeeper. O'Reilly. That'll do it for the first half. From First Horizon Stadium in Cary, North Carolina, it's the U.S. Women 0, Kansas City Current 0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back. Second half, 18 minutes between these two sides to see if anything budges. We'll catch you in just a moment or two. Yeah.
Fans keep the party going all tournament long at Sports and Social Cary, the official bar of TST, located just minutes from the stadium. Stop by during every session break, from pre-game energy to post-game bites, cold drinks, wall-to-wall sports viewing, and more. That's Sports and Social Cary, just minutes from the stadium. Duke Sports Medicine is ready when you are, with convenient locations across the triangle and appointments within 24 hours. Visit dukehealth.org to schedule. Fans scan the QR code on the video board to download the official TST app to stay connected all tournament long. Explore the interactive festival map, follow live scores, view food and drink menus, learn more about teams and players, receive weather alerts, access exclusive discounts, and much more. Scan the QR code on the video board now. As a reminder, TST will be using target score time today at the end of the second half. A target score will be set by adding 1 to the leading team's goal count. The first team to reach that target score will win.
Welcome back to TST 2026 Women's Action. It's a Group A game between the U.S. women and Kansas City 2. 0-0 through the first 18 minutes, but Kansas City 2 looking very lively, very impressive, as it's a battle between the two sides that won their first games in TST yesterday. U.S., of course, the reigning two-time champions, Kansas City 2, playing in their second TST, and looking like they've learned a lot of lessons from the previous TST. I'm Jess Charman, glad you're here with us. We're kicked off second 18 minutes here in Cary, North Carolina. A reminder that the official soccer ball of TST is Voigt. Did see a goalkeeper switch as in comes Evelyn Vitale. Played at Arkansas and Utah. As this ball is threaded down and cut into the area, Lindsay Harris had to be sharp. Harris has been quietly good today, very clean with the saves that she has had to do. So far preserving a clean sheet for the US women. And KC2 have created plenty of chances. Here's a run forwards out the back line as it was clipped by her. Ali Long heads it forward. Devi receives. Reset. As Whitehill across. Her directing traffic. And again, patient possession from the US women as Heather O'Reilly made a run forward. O'Reilly trying to round the defense. It was well hassled there by Skylar Blaze, the 2025 Sunbelt Player of the Year. Long ball, clipped really direct as Heather O'Reilly wins that header. Physical duel into Long. Long took a bit of a late foul there. Ali Long complaining, but did look like the ball was already gone when she made contact with the KC2 player's ankle. Was Anna Henderson involved in that challenge to win the free kick for KC2. Gamelli hit the woodwork earlier on. Gamelli with some really tidy footwork but couldn't thread the ball through. Devi comes away instead. Devi across to Whitehill. Drop to Kaylee Herr. Munson inside. Long. Just a little too far ahead of Ali Long to control. A couple of wayward passes, uncharacteristic of a US women's side that is usually very crisp and controlled. I think that's a lot of credit towards KC2 and the way that they have hustled, this time committing the foul on Ali Long. Long will have the free kick. But the way that KC2 have played and swarmed this US women's team has made it very difficult for the two-time TST champions to get any flow together or create too many dangerous looks on frame. Kaylee Herr pings this one. It's headed inside. There's Askew heading inside. Devi on one of those weaving runs that we've come to see every single game at TST. Devi. Long. And her again. Denegan. It's been all US women possession for the last couple of minutes now. But KC2 remaining in a good defensive shape. Munson to Denegan. Denegan beaten to it. Well read by Gamelli. Itala Gamelli, a player to watch on this KC current side. Two-time Offensive Player of the Year during her college moments. Is coming away with it. Brewer Brewer cut one way through the other. Brewer lays across to Hans. Hans one time, and it's wide. Everything but the final product for KC2 right now, as Kansas City make a full flood of substitutions to get fresh legs back in the game. It was Whitehill going in for that slide tackle. Long ball, and Harris claps. It was Gunther with that long service in, trying something different as we see new faces onto the pitch for KC Current again. Good dummy. There's advantage played and an effort wide and over. Evelyn Vitali will launch this ball forwards. Ended up being a very good-looking ball. There's Kirshner. Lovely feet, Kirshner. With some futsal-style moves there. Kirshner brimming with confidence. She does give it away, but straight back onto the rebound. This is across now to Colbert. Colbert left and another missed effort. The missed efforts now for KC2 adding up. They've had plenty of chances to put this game ahead of them positively and just haven't been able to have the finishing product. Vitali clipped that forwards. Good header by Robbins and doesn't miss by too much. The offensive onslaught for Kansas City Current continues. Or excuse me, Kansas City 2. Harris. Across to Mana Shim. Shim. Looking for the give and go in that moment. Was Speck trying to combine with McCaffrey. Speck took that one straight into the guts. Looked like that might have winded the three-time Shield winner and NC Courage legend. It's a bit of a homecoming for Meredith Speck, who played 100 times for North Carolina Courage. Is this one into the box? I think a lot of people thought that was in for Kansas City too. Didn't miss by too much. It was a great ball by the goalkeeper, and it was kept in, according to the referee, by Stephanie McCaffrey. McCaffrey bulldozing through. Blum couldn't settle, and then a challenge came in. It should be a free kick, and is. Meredith Speck commits the foul, top of the box. That one of the best looks for the US women, particularly in the second half, where it's been all KC2. Almost halfway through this second half of action, closely approaching target score time. And it's been a evenly contested but shaded by KC2, really, performance. Harris. It's Kendall White playing with Harris. And Harris switches over to Amani Dorsey. Dorsey forwards. Devi back. There's Manashim fighting to get back onto it. Here comes KC2. Referee says play continue. KC2 wanted a foul. Devi looking to take advantage. Saved away. Wonderful point-blank reaction by the goalkeeper Vitali there. Still alive for the US women. It's given away. Counter-attack is on. What can KC2 do here with Henderson? Instead made the right choice to slow things down. Henderson was on a bit of an island. Keshner. Too far ahead of the run of Skylar Blaze. Reminder that the official ball of the soccer tournament is provided by Voigt. Here come Casey again. Anna Henderson caught Harris off her line. Harris wanted to make sure that was going wide. Didn't touch it, but you could just see the look of panic in Lindsay Harris's eyes as that one didn't miss by too much. Did have it covered, of course. Blum, dip of the shoulder. Blum resets in the back. Long clips this one and says, all right, Keeps, back to you. Lindsay Harris certainly getting her touches in today. Dorsey towards the touch line, played in towards Devi. Devi finding an angle. And it's into the side netting. It actually hit the camera operator, which made that a little bit confusing. Camera operator trying to find a way to not get in the way whilst shoving that camera right into the side netting. It's an interesting choice for the social media content. Guess you gotta get the camera angle these days. Long. Change of pace from Ali Long. McDonald, one-time ball in, gets it back. Jess McDonald took a tumble. Devi dropping deep to receive. Almost had the go-ahead goal as Heather O'Reilly inside to Ali Long. Here come the US women. Nifty footwork. Drop back to Long. Long to O'Reilly. Back to her. Inside, a pocket of space as it's struck and saved again. Evelyn Vitali has been busy in goal. Was comfortable in the end for the keeper, but she made it look comfortable with her quick footwork. Current keeping possession under a lot of pressure. You're seeing a change in the press of the US women, trying to force turnovers deep as it's a foul committed by Devi. Devi cut down Nyla Schofferberger. Schofferberger, who plays with the Austrian youth national team. As Devi up to her feet after that collision. Schofferberger sends this one forwards, unable to settle. The target there was Taliana Kafusi. Long ball forwards. This one again. Her, strong, her, across. Denegan took a heavy touch. And it's defended by Hackler. Taking it quickly with Denegan. Denegan had the pass inside. No nonsense clearance out the back. Just 4 minutes remaining as we're still 0-0. Target score time as things stand would be set to 1. It would be next goal wins. Long searching ball. Header won by her. Coming alive with possession is Lloyd. Casey Lloyd trying to body. But the stronger player there in that moment was Brooke Robbins. Ogden launches. Header won by the US women. Another chance for Samantha Ogden of the US Youth National Team to launch this ball forwards. Instead, she drops it into the back line with goalkeeper Evie Vitali. Ogden pressured by Denigan. No foul there. Referee says play on. Denigan inside for Antonacci, blocked. Scotty Antonacci hit that one with some power. Lloyd commits the foul. Foul out of frustration in that moment by Casey Lloyd, the former Tar Heel with 2 NCAA championships under her belt and time spent with Kansas City. Loose ball is won by KC2, and that had plenty of power underneath it. Just the issue was that a little bit too underneath it. Here's Summer Denigan. Denigan, back to her. Kaylee Her shaping inside. Heavy touch, Mana Shim. Recovered though with the US women and Mana Shim again. And Tanaki to Her. Her wants it! Smashes the woodwork. Mana Shim deflects and a tip over the crossbar by Vitali. That was chaos at its finest. Evelyn Vitali comes up top with the parry over the crossbar. And the crossbar comes to the saving of Vitali off the first shot. That crossbar has been struck once by each side already today. Antonacci hangs it up. Mana Shim feints the volley. Shim jumps through one, draws the contact. Free kick for the US women. 1 minute and some change left in this regulation before target score time. It's Lloyd to take. Lloyd deflects off the wall. Askew. Back to the goalkeeper and Lindsay Harris. Harris, route one. As McCaffrey bodied off the ball. Here comes the run of Blaze. Blaze with pace, put it into a dangerous area. That'll probably be the last attacking play of regulation. And that will do it. Regulation here between US women and Kansas City 2. 0-0, which means target score will be next goal wins. It'll be first to score a goal, golden goal. If you're new to TST, you'll just need the reminder. We'll play 3 minutes, 7 versus 7, trying to reach that one goal. If we don't reach it, we'll remove a player every 3 minutes, eventually perhaps getting to 2 versus 2. 15 seconds to get into the attacking half. Once into the attacking half, you cannot play back into the defensive half. But most importantly, as we say, next goal wins between US women and Kansas City 2. We're going to take a quick step aside when we come back. It's target score time. Next goal wins.
Next goal wins, target score 1.
It's target score time in the $1 million soccer tournament, TST from Cary, North Carolina. A stalemate between the U.S. women and Kansas City 2. We will go to a target score time of the mere 1. This is the first 0-0 of the 2026 soccer tournament. It's okay though, we have to end on a goal. This is why we have target score time, because we at least want a goal to celebrate. And we don't want draws. Draws are boring. So here we are as we look to find the winner between Kansas City 2 and the U.S. women in a very important Group A matchup on the women's side. We're kicked off KC2 in the red, U.S. women in the white. Next goal wins. It's been a very good performance by KC2, but that is not enough. Need to get the goal to make it count for anything in terms of the scoreboard, as it's Hackler. Hackler drives it straight into the boots of Aisku, who's defending. Driven low ball into the hands of Lindsay Harris. So you see the countdown from 3 minutes until we go to 6 versus 6 right now, playing 7 versus 7. Kendall White inside to Aisku. And across now to Devi. Devi driving, weaving, Devi assessing. Heather O'Reilly trying to distract the goalkeeper. I see what she's doing there, but it's given away. Unfortunately, from a Kansas City 2 perspective, too heavy of a touch from Avery Clark. Driven straight into the back of Devi. Heather O'Reilly, can she get there first? She does. O'Reilly muscled down. It's a strong tackle by Kirshner, but coming away with it are the U.S. women. Here come the U.S. women, and even in her prime, Heather O'Reilly isn't getting onto the end of that one. It's an ambitious long ball forward for Heyo to chase. Gamelli dancing with the ball. Driven cross, almost an own goal, saved! How did that stay out the net? Fine margin strike yet again in a matchup that has been incredible. Brewer across. KC2 looking to thread a ball back into the danger zone. Brewer pops it back. Mana Shim controls. Kansas City 2 have come so close multiple times in this game to finding a goal. Just hasn't quite been there. Kirshner to Gamelli. And it's shielded out for a deep defensive kick-in for the U.S. women. 20 seconds away from losing a player apiece, going to 6 versus 6. Long came on off of the bench and almost saw a delivery fall to her boots. So it's cleared away down the throat of the pitch. Nobody there for the U.S. women, but it's passed straight to Ali Long, and goodness, Long just got that one glued under her boots, couldn't settle. Brewer. Here's KC2 making moves down that right-hand side. It's Blaze putting it in, and a save again by Harris. And that'll do it for 7 versus 7. We're down to 6 versus 6. Just has that feeling it's going to take something very special to find a breakthrough in today's game. These two sides have been about as evenly matched as you can expect. Back underway, 6 versus 6 here. Field 2 at Cary, North Carolina, the beautiful city. Well taken care of here as a strike dragged again wide. A lot of credit goes to Evelyn Vitale in goal for KC2. Could have been a very different second half of action without a couple of splendid saves from her. Schofferberger hit that one with too much power, but it's recovered. Colbert was trying to jump through tackles. Colbert hustling. Touches US women last, stays with KC Current. Ogden plays it in. Wagner, good footwork and a strike over the bar. Bit of contact as that shot came in. The US women have a player down still. Clock will be paused. Just under 2 minutes until we go to 5 versus 5 as the US women with an injury. It's been a really interesting match despite the lack of goals. Goals obviously what we prefer here, but a real tactical battle. KC2 coming in with a lot of big opportunities, a lot of bravery, a lot of confidence as well, and rightly so, having won their opener 2-0. Still yet to concede in TST. And we're almost through our second full game for Kansas City 2 for the US women. Maybe caught a little off guard with the high pressure and threat that Kansas City 2 have possessed today. So we get a look at the leaderboard right now. Take a look at your favorite team. See how they're doing right now in TST 2026. Play to continue with the clock at 1:58 until we go to 5 versus 5 in Cary, North Carolina. Dorsey. Inside pass for her. Keeping possession now with Antonacci inside. Dorsey finds her. Her with the drop, and it's really well defended, or is it a foul? US women want to foul. Referee doesn't agree. It was Kimball with a header. What a save! And another save! Incredible! Remarkable goalkeeping. Brave goalkeeping. Evelyn Vitali took a boot to the face. All for good measure, but that is incredible goalkeeping. If I was Vitali, I would be rather frustrated with the way that challenge went in at the back, but she's done a brilliant job, and somehow the US women haven't put this game to bed. Kaylee Her, strong in the tackle. Kimball's on the drop, finds her. Back into Harris, who slices that down the center of the pitch. Kirshner almost able to punish that from Harris. Instead, the US women maintaining possession, saying calm down. Needing to really settle in. They will have time to create opportunities, but so will KC2 as Dorsey dispossessed, fights back though. Imani Dorsey, wow from Dorsey. Dorsey had lots of power on the strike, but the positioning of KC2's defenders perfect. Whoever ends up losing this game is going to feel very hard done by. It has been very evenly competitive. Outside boot pass, Dorsey positioned well. It's Kimball coming away with it. Kimball. As Blaze laid up the pitch towards Colbert. Colbert defended. KC Current want a foul for the slide. Referee says no. Kirshner plays it into Gamelli. Gamelli connecting on the spin. Save Lindsay Harris. It is the day of goalkeepers. Harris has been good. And in goal for Casey Curran, it's been even better. It's Evelyn Vitali who has been the star of the show, and rightly she stands strong. She's not coming out anytime soon as we remove another player and go to 5 versus 5. Lots more space for both these teams to activate now.
We are down to 5v5 and next goal wins.
Back to goal. As US women trying to find a way to turn through Munson. Aisku across now. It's top of the box for Kendall White. A strike deflected, blocked. Still alive for the US women to Munson, and it's home! Hope Ann Munson finds the goal. The US women squeeze it in. And after an end-to-end battle, a resilient fight for Kansas City 2, eventually the reigning champions come up with the victory. And it's Hope Ann Munson with the goal. The Golden Fleece will be draped around the neck of Hope Ann Munson, the former Utah Gatorade Player of the Year, who found a way to get it done for Kansas City 2. So much good to take for this game. It feels hard done by for Kansas City 2 as they are defeated 1-0 by the US women. Hope Ann Munson, the scorer of the game-winning goal for myself, Jess Charm, and our entire crew. Final score, US women 1, Kansas City 2-0. Stay tuned for more on TST all day long on YouTube.
We'd like to thank you for joining us for TST action this afternoon. We'll see you later here at Wakeman Soccer Park for Session 5.